Bem, bora amigos, vamos continuar aqui, vamos fazer a missão principal. Já temos muitas missões secundárias seguidas. Ai, tão longe! Temos que falar com a Gaia para seguir com a missão, para apanhar o HEFESTO. Se calhar falamos com eles, para ver se eles estão preparados. Este vídeo deve ser longo, ou se calhar vou ter que dividir em dois. Que eu já não falo com eles já vai dar tempo.
This file's crazy. Why would anyone use oils for that?
Oh, amigo, eu não quero falar, eu não quero jogar contigo.
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
Hopefully. Portanto.
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Errand.
Ok, mais uma pergunta do teu
After
treino.
we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
It wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Errand. I'm glad you're with me.
Okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Mais.
Bet you're used to that focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. Now, to be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, well, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Now, make myself useful.
Just give it time. You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back. And she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports. Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Merlin guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
Maybe I should check up on them at some point. Just in case.
Right.
Okay.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. You know, metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
How are things with Katalo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I played strike with him. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it.
Ok.
Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
É. Vamos falar do
Anybody
Varlo.
take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Katalo?
Ah, now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
Ai!
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Cataldo.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns out it really is.
Ok, vamos falar com os outros.
I should go.
Same
Cala a
here.
boca.
I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Temos que falar com a Zoe. Onde é que ela está? Ah, que ela chamou-me. Com o Varl. O que é isto aqui? Ah, deve ser a missão que ela me está sempre a falar no coisa.
You're back. Good. Before we talk, I wanted to give you this. For helping me heal the land gods. Plainsong is in your debt.
Thank you, Zoe.
You deserve much more for all you've done. May the land always bloom in your steps.
And yours? You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from our ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility. If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about. It looked like you were working on something over there.
Just checking up on how well the land gods are doing, now that they've healed. And to think some people thought I should have given up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations.
Estás a ouvir a nossa
They are not some
conversa?
broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Não te metas,
Read
Varl.
anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
Percebo.
Varl looks pretty focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the earth. Like a heart, beating with the life of the world. As always, the cycle can be found in even the most unlikely of places. Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions happen underwater.
I assume you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia's merged with it?
Yes. It's been humbling. To know that the seeds I carry in this pouch came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old world. It gives me hope that the cycle of life will prevail now, just as it did before.
Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we have here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
That sounds like Alva.
Já vou falar com ela, já vou falar com ela.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
How are things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
Estou a ver. Ok, isto aqui
How
vamos
to go
ver.
with the chorus after we fix the land gods?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head. But of course they had no choice but to take it as good news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation to be highly enjoyable.
I'm glad. You deserve it. They're lucky that you never gave up on saving them. I should get going.
We'll be waiting to embark on our mission.
Agora falamos com o Varlio. Então, amigo.
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny.
Ai, eu vou ter muita coisa para falar com
You were right, you know. About keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back. Because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
Lost.
I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right.
Eu sei que não é, porque ela disse que vamos ter que fightar com estes, portanto deve haver outra missão a seguir.
Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl. This mission isn't gonna be easy. Hope you haven't been slacking off on your training.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. At least you found the Omega clearance. That should help.
Wish that was the only thing I found. I knew finding Thebes would lead me to Ted Faro, but I never imagined he'd end up like he did.
How bad was
Já
it?
deve estar.
Bad.
Eu sei.
He destroyed the
Não quer
world
acabar
and
logo.
crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it. If you ask me, he deserved whatever he got.
That he did.
Um bocado rude.
So, you and Zoe got into a bit of a fight, huh? Should have known better than to suggest Hephaestus could make new land gods to replace the old ones in Plainsong.
The last thing I wanted to do was dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
Looks like things between you and Zoe are better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need is a chance to bloom. What? I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
Sorry, amigos. Será que algum deles vai morrer?
I'm glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running.
Eu não me lembro. Eu não me lembro nada desta parte, para ser sincera. Bem, vamos falar com esta, Tão querida.
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Ok. Muita coisa para falar.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named CO, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro, a renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse. But nothing improved the CO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door. And more convinced that the title of CO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principled diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right.
Todos iguais.
The ancestors, is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
That sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that. Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
Ok, vamos para trás. Agora temos que perguntar isto.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But, based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the diviners haven't recovered.
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
Amiga, tu falas muito.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel, it's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
We grew up very differently. But sometimes different is good.
Yes, of course.
I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Não sei se eles teriam história para fazer um terceiro jogo, mas era fixe.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
Ai, nunca mais.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from Kotalo. You know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough. Anything new around here?
Kotalo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs within the Legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology like that would be treasured back home. think of what it could do for injured workers or soldiers. But knowing the Imperial family, they would use it for different purposes. Their own.
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths.
Exactly.
Bem,
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
ok, amiga, já acabaste de falar?
I should go.
Of course.
Há 10 minutos a falar
Before you
contigo.
do, is everything all right? It sounded
Olá,
like there
Sabá.
was an
Não tenho sons neste
issue with
screen.
Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
Eu não tenho sons neste screen, não tenho esses coisinhos a funcionar aqui. Ai, falta-me falar com alguém? Não aparece aqui o cotalo, por isso. Eu depois mudo de screen e meto. Lembra-me da.
Welcome back.
Tenho uma coisa para devolver?
There. Let's see what we got.
I like this one.
Pensava que já tinha metido este, mas ok. Vamos falar com a Gaia. Tá tudo bem e tu, Sama? Como é que estás?
Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
leave. Time to leave.
I'll get everyone together.
E essa o Dark disse. Aqui já tenho um cavalinho. Ai, ai. Será que a Beta vai ser apanhada outra vez pelos outros?
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
Containment
It's cracked.
Look!
facility activated. Engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come!
Vor'll stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it.
Be careful.
Let me know if you need any help!
Ai, não vi esta. Que é isto?
Aloy! I could use some help!
Espera, amigo, estou a ver porque é que ele é frágil.
Oh, that helps. Ah!
Get back!
Aloy! Help! Oh!
Over here, you! You're as afraid as ever. Aloy! Get a hand over here!
Amigo, vocês estão a enervar.
It'll be okay.
I've got this! Draw it away from Beta! It's good to be on the hunt. Good! Now hit it
Really
again!
angry!
Stay back!
Tirar esta arma a este.
Land it
Get
somewhere.
back!
I could pick it up.
Espera aí que eu não tenho vida. Estou bem a passar.
Hold on!
Over here, you!
Não consigo apanhar, isto não me deixa.
Oh!
Aloy!
We're safe
Get a
here.
hand over here!
E não está se calhar o caminho para ele me deixar e depois usar a
Draw
arma
it
dele
away
contra
from
o
Beta!
resto. animal!
Draw it away from Beta!
That's all done for now. I better check on Beta and Varl.
Chatos. Vou apanhar isto, que eu preciso disto. Preciso de vida. Onde é que foi o outro que eu matei? Ai, que está a mudar.
This'll break my fall. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy,
Estavas um bocadinho
Hephaestus can't
nervosa.
escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Keep her safe, Varl.
On my life.
Ok, isto tem mais vida, boa.
Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. Better fill up while I can.
Ai, não gosto desta voz.
Oh no, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
O que eu tenho que fazer agora? Não posso cair. Mas também não consigo subir. Oi! Deixa-me dar a opção para vir para aqui, é porque eu tenho que vir para aqui.
Okay, now how to get up there?
Boa pergunta. Oh my god. Esteja quieta. Bandido.
It's some kind of production chamber. Hephaestus is up to something, all right?
Tenho que andar à fight aqui.
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
Não sei, mas também
I
não
don't
quero
know,
saber.
but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Hephaestus is hiding too.
Já caí cá para baixo. Os tapetes rolantes. Ah, vocês não conseguem ver, mas está aqui a missão.
Matrix 735.
I gotta find where Hephaestus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
Autonomous defenses check materials manually.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to...
The power node. I think that could work.
I think it could.
Agora estamos a apontar ali. Eu tenho que lá.
Just a little low. Okay. Now how to drive Hephaestus out of here?
There should be a node you can override, near the central platform.
Thanks.
Agora as duas câmaras do caldeirão
I
provavelmente
should
vão
deal with
ter
these
usado.
machines first. Getting there.
Esteja quieto, pá. Chato. Tem uma máquina no chão.
Time to fight.
Não tem aqui. Eu não tenho nada com aquilo.
Analysis complete. 82% as said.
Tenho para eles só. Posso pôr aqui atrás. Ai, não toques tu na minha trapa, deixa o outro passar. Mas eu não toquei! What? Ai, ai, ai.
Low ordnance package 9.
Oh, ele parte a coisa.
C Mark 8 and R Mark 4 for deployment.
Um bocadinho nervoso. Não!
Prepare units. G Mark 7 for deployment.
Corre!
Activate emergency control pipeline. Check 85. Activating countermeasures deploying secondary defenses. Intruder, your calling is at hand.
Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Weapons off. Gotta get to it. Hey.
Prepare materials.
Pá, está quieto que é muito chato. ajuda. Deus, não. Ai. Amigo, sai daí para eu pegar a arma, faz favor. Ai.
Just what I needed.
Gosta, também não.
I got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt HEFESTO's control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
Vamos apanhar isto que vai ser importante. É isto. Vou aqui para cima outra vez.
Cycle icons A2 and B63. Cycle icons A2 purge imminent retreat to materials. Lancaster 1-1.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Energy containment fail safes overridden.
Posso tocar no chão aqui?
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it.
O que é que tem
I've
ali?
been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine
Ai,
carcasses?
serviu outra coisa lá
Right.
atrás.
Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
Ok, é para ali.
I might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield.
Esta voz no background está um bocado alta, amigos. Se está para mim, para vocês ainda deve estar pior. Ora...
All right. I need to drive Hephaestus out of here.
There should be another node to override.
Got it.
Oh! Ai! Ah, morrem com o meu ataque crítico. Anda, amiga!
Intruder detected. Activating countermeasures. X. Giga 9. Autonomous devices.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Seja-me. Au!
Sensor array K2. Execute contingency in Sector 8.
Espera, deixa-me.
Ammo first.
Mas eu acabei de carregar. Ai. É por... Não posso subir para nenhum lado. Posso carregar? Porra. Deixa-me passar. Carreguei 3 vezes para recarregar a arma. Chata.
Come on, come on!
Structural analysis 17. C Mark 8 R Mark 4 increase power output by 74%.
Não deixa eu converter.
Materials well for
Cala-te.
3.
Não deixa eu converter. Amigo, podes-me deixar converter ou não te apetece?
Prepare
Eu acho que
materials
isto não
well for Y8.
porque não me está a aparecer ali o ponto de exclamação. Não parecia que eu não tinha morto de guarda.
That's all of them.
And there. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Mas eu só ficou ali a
Work.
olhar.
You did the heavy lifting.
Pensava que tinha pouco tipo de desconverte, mas Tipo, pensei que já tinha limpo a parte toda, se bem que ele não me aparecia há bué da tempo. Aquele bicho, tipo, desapareceu-me do ecrã há bué da tempo.
Purge imminent. Retreating to Construction Bay 1.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is.
Ensure
I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Your interference will be terminated. Deploying priority.
Não quero. Oh não, o que é isto?
Mark 1.
I should scan it first. Those things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up.
Vamos ver que ela é vulnerável. Oh não.
It finished charging. It's covered in plasma. It's brittle.
Ai, passei por cima daquele sem crédito. Para, fica aí. Ai!
He got plasma.
É isto?
It's gonna explode any second. Maybe one of my potions can help.
Ah, não tens botões, querida. Só tens este e este e este. Não gosto desta máquina. Dá-me um botão, faz favor. Não gosto. Para de me agredir. Eu vi esta máquina na praia e não me quis aproximar porque sabia que ia ser um paninho. Tá bem.
Much better.
Amigos, não querem vir ajudar, eu agradecia.
It's charging up again.
Eu estou, em vez de carregar a arma, estou a tomar posições. Por isso é que há bocado não estava a fazer nada. Amiga, eu quero carregar a arma. Estás a entender?
Maybe purge water can dampen its attack.
Amiga, eu não tenho essa arma estranha que estás para aí a falar. Deixa-me ver. Ai, não é. Deixa-me ver. Inventário. Tenho isto aqui. Tipo, é a única arma que tem aquilo. Equipar. Vamos equipar aqui porque eu não sei o que eu tenho ali. Ai, ai, ai. O que ela está a fazer? Pico de coragem. Acho que ativei o pico de coragem. Agora é este. O que é que é isto?
Damn, ammo's out.
Eu consegui acertar no rabo. Vou congelá-la primeiro. Ai, vai-me dar com o rabo. pessimista, Darko.
That ice ought to make it brittle.
Anda mais a nós. Não. Fica aí. Vai carregar outra vez. Tem que tirar é aquela coisa dali. Tirava aquela coisa. Ai, não vou ter agora esta maneira. Ai, que mentira, eu estava atrás da pedra. Vou passar. Foi iludida. Vou. Para com o rabo. Ai, que falado errado. Ai! Levanta-te. Ai, amiga, por favor. Ai, graças a Deus.
It's done.
You did it! There should be one more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
Estamos a fabricar flechas. Que feio. Será que eu consigo remover as peças depois de eles morrerem? Mas estou a precisar de uma peça desta máquina. Para a arma. Amiguinha. Eu queria acertar no rabo dele, mas eu não estava a conseguir, ele não parava quieto.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Imminent retreating to facility core.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Depois podia, mas não prendia. Agora já está feito.
I'll put these in my pack.
Olá, amigos. Volta aí. Não entrei ali dentro.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus's malicious code. Carefully. Aloy, look.
Parece que estou a fazer crochê. Um passarinho. Oh.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You've cost us quite a lot of time.
Eles vão levar a
Eric,
Beta.
get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Ooh! Get behind me.
Varle.
Come on! Quit screwing
Será que
around.
ele vai morrer?
Now we're having fun, right?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
No, I can't even see her.
Olá.
Beta,
Varle. Varle o...
Farrell. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you.
Será que esta vai estar do nosso lado?
I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
Vamos ficar por aqui, amigos, eu acho.